Hi, my name is Patrick Boyce and I'm the property manager representing the landlord in relation to this tenancy dispute. The dispute relates to the condition of which the property was returned at the end of the tenancy and a bond deduction claim of $900 to cover cleaning and rubbish removal costs. I'd outline the facts of the dispute. At the end of the tenancy, an exit inspection of the property was conducted. During that inspection, it was identified that the property had not been returned to in the same condition as recorded in the entry condition report, excluding fair wear and tear. In particular, several areas of the property were left uncleaned. These include kitchen, main bathroom, and laundry. These areas required professional bond cleaning in order to bring the property back to the standard recorded at the start of the tenancy. In addition to the cleaning issues, rubbish was also left at the back of the property. Because of these issues, the landlord arranged quotes for the works required. The landlord is seeking a total bond deduction of $900. This consists of $500 for professional cleaning and $400 for rubbish removal. The tenant disputes this claim and believes the property was returned to in acceptable condition when they vacated. Evidence supporting the claim. The landlord's claim is supported by several pieces of documentation. Firstly, there is a signed entry condition report, also known as Form 1A. This records the condition of the property at the beginning of the tenancy. Secondly, there's an exit condition report which was completed during the final inspection of the tenancy. During these two reports, comparing these two reports helps determine whether the property was returned to the same condition, excluding fair wear and tear. Photo evidence was also taken during both the entry inspection and the exit inspection. These photos show the difference in condition of the property between the start and the end of the tenancy. Written quotes were also obtained for the work required. This includes $500 for professional bond clean and $400 for rubbish removal. We also have a copy of the tenancy agreement, which outlines the tenant's responsibility to return to the property to the same condition as recorded in the entry condition report, excluding fair wear and tear. Finally, we have written communication that the tenant advised them of the issues identified during the inspection. Has the tenant received this information? Yes. The tenant has been provided with the relative evidence. This includes the entry and exit condition reports, photo evidence from the inspection, and written quotes for the cleaning and rubbish removal. The tenant has therefore had the opportunity to review the information prior to this conciliation process. Tenant states the property was cleaned. We acknowledge that the tenant has stated the property was cleaned before they vacated. However, during the exit inspection, several areas were identified that did not meet standard recorded in the entry condition report, specifically the kitchen, bathroom, and laundry, which required additional cleaning. There was also rubbish left at the rear of the property, which required rubbish removal. It's important to note that the landlord understands that tenants are not responsible for wear and tear that occurs during tenancies. However, in this situation, the issues identified related to cleaning, rubbish removal, rather than normal wear and tear. These issues are supported by the exit condition report and photo evidence. Steps taken to resolve the dispute. After the exit inspection was completed, the tenant was contacted and advised of the issues identified. The tenant was provided the details regarding the cleaning concern and the rubbish left of the property. Communication took place with the tenants and they were given the opportunity to rectify the issues. However, the tenant disputes responsibility for the cleaning and rubbish removal costs. As the parties were unable to resolve the matter, we resolved the matter directly. A dispute resolution request was produced and submitted to the residential tenancy authorities, commencing the conciliation process. There are questions I'd like to ask the tenant. Firstly, I'd like to ask if the tenants. I'd first like to know, would the tenants ask whether the professional bond cleaning was arranged before they vacated the property? I'd also like to confirm whether they were aware rubbish remained in the rear of the property at the end of the tenancy. Finally, I'd ask whether the tenant would be willing to contribute towards either the cleaning or rubbish removal in order to resolve the matter today. The desired outcome for the landlord prefers the outcome to be the bond deduction of $900 be approved today. This amount reflects $500 cost for professional cleaning and $400 cost for rubbish removal. Excuse me. An alternative outcome could be negotiated partially settlement if the tenant is willing to contribute towards either the cleaning costs or the rubbish removal costs. Response to the tenant's proposal, the landlord is open to considering a reasonable proposal from the tenant. However, the landlord's position is that the claim is supported by the entry and exit condition reports, photo evidence, and written quotes obtained for the required works. Any settlement reached should reflect the costs required to return the property to the condition recorded at the start of the tenancy. Preferred resolution. Ideally, the landlord would like the dispute to be resolved today through conciliation. The preference outcome is that the bond deduction of $900 be approved. However, the landlord is open to reaching a fair negotiable agreement so the matter can be resolved without the needing to proceed to QCAT. Thank you for your time.